Hey everybody, it's Barbara and Delilah, and we thought it was time perhaps to have a little classic glamour courtesy of the East 59th Street collection. This is the third of four dolls released in the limited edition collection by Integrity Toys. We're going to see her in a second, but again, I just wanted to very quickly open again with the box since the box itself is so cool. If this is the first video of mine that you're watching from the East 59th Street collection, this is the first one that you see that opens very much like an antique jewel box with the clasp, opening to the doll herself. And again, the accessories are kept armoire style in three compartments on the side. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at what those three compartments are as soon as Delilah sniffs her approval. Okay. So the first one is going, and the longest one is going to house, usually as they've been doing with this collection, the parts of the stand. And we also have, as again, trademark of this collection, the second part of the look. If you notice, Evelyn right now is in a top and very snazzy capri pants. This skirt makes up the second look. So we'll get to that in a little bit. In the second part of the box are the jewels. Oops. Sorry about that, everybody. And the third part are the rest of the accessories, a bag of accessories, if you will. The shoes, the makeup palette, some gloves. So let's go ahead and debox her and talk about the different looks that you're going to get with this doll. So I'm going ahead and I'm starting with the, I won't even say it's a day look, it's more like a pool party look. She is a carrot top, a light red head, and her eye palette is a shade, varying shades of brown, leading down to Evelyn's blue eyes. The jewelry, the earrings are not going to change. And we have seen this before in various Integrity products, a flower pattern with a center gemstone of a light blue dangling into the pearl. Her lashes are applied, by the way, and so were, and I think I haven't mentioned this before, the other Evelyn and the other Constance also had applied lashes. We see for the first time a much darker lip, slightly glossy. And you will see that red again in her nails. The top is the piece that's going to repeat. It is a bodice, sleeveless, bustier type bodice that spreads out into a full bottom below the waist. This will give definition and depth to the skirt. As I said, she's wearing some very fancy capri pants that sort of follow the pattern. I say sort of, they sort of follow the pattern of the earrings. The embroidery is silver with blue highlights in the curls of the embroidery. And the light blue of her earrings is mimicked in the light blue of her shoes. All the pieces will close hook and eye and have a sateen or satin feel to them. Like I said, this is the kind of look that a hostess of a party might wear. It would be more hostessy if the top piece were longer. It's sort of like a pool. To me, it's sort of like an upscale pool party or cocktail party. The piece that really is more the going out evening look, we'll talk about in a second. But I did want to show you again, like the other pieces, this also comes with a makeup set. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to open all the pieces again. If you want to see what all the pieces look like, you can go ahead and check out my previous reviews of Evelyn and Constance. I will put them, I'm not going to put them in the description box below. If you just go to my videos, you'll see that they're like the newest ones. But I do again want to point out that this is a very similar style to what Cabot Clark carries with him in his makeup kit, which makes me think that the East 59th Street collection is going to wind up being somehow connected to the industry, which is set in the current day. Whereas East 59th Street is set late 40s, early 50s. And as I correctly guessed, the eyeshadow palette exactly matches the palette that Evelyn has on, except it's interesting, these are all blue eyeshadows. Her eyeshadows are brown, so I'm wondering if the second eyeshadow will be the browns. Let's see. Like I said, I wasn't going to do this, but now I'm curious. Yep, here are the browns. So there we go. So this might be the night palette. This is the day palette. Not that her eye makeup is going to change when I redress her, which I will do in a second, but I just wanted you to see that. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me redress her, and we will see what she looks like glammed up. And as promised, here is Evelyn's much more elegant, definitely going to the theater or the opera look. What has changed and what I've added to this ensemble, obviously if we can start again from the top to the bottom, she has these very beautiful, what usually appear as brooches, in a Fashion Royalty or Integrity Toys ensemble. This time they're hairpins. So there's one on either side of her sculpted hair. She is also wearing the Capulet, not Capulet, Capulet's Juliet. She's also wearing the caplet that she originally came in the box in. I've taken it off to add to the full ensemble. She is wearing now the opera length gloves. One is on to show you the glove, the other is off so I can show you the bracelet, which matches the jewelry, of course. It is silver toned with blue jewel accents. The skirt is pencil length. It's sort of the professional pencil length, but it is also appropriate for going out in, obviously. And as you can see, that bustle at the bottom of the bodice now gives the skirt a little formality that it wouldn't have had otherwise. And the shoes are open-toed. Sorry, let me do that again. Bring it a little closer and up. The shoes are open-toed, silver, closely matching the jewelry, giving this little gloss. Open back as well, with a nice heel. What I really like about the entire East 59th Street collection is you get that day to night look in all four dolls. You have something that's a little more formal for, let's say, a late lunch, early dinner, or a business meeting, and then you have something that, in the case of the two Evelyns, you have one that's for a cocktail party and one's for a much more formal event. I know there is another Constance. It's a Constance with a much darker hair. And she comes in a red ensemble. One looks to be beachy attire, and the other is a hostess, a true hostess ensemble. I could get my hands on it. I didn't because it reminded me a little bit of Katie Keene, and I already had one, and I wasn't sure, I wasn't going to make the full investment because I wanted to be a little bit careful. And I think I regret it now because I did wind up buying Constance's outfit, but I'm missing pieces of it. I don't have the makeup, for example, so I think I'm going to have to go back and get that. But this is another winner. And again, when we're talking about getting bang for your buck, playability, is it an outfit only made for that doll? Can you take it off? Can you mix pieces up? You absolutely can with all of this. For example, again, the Capulet, why do I keep saying Capulet? The Capulet is one that you can put over any blue or black cocktail dress, and it will look quite lovely. The pants you could easily pair with any blue or silver or white blouse, and it will look lovely. So you have, and that's just a couple of examples. So you do have a lot of playability here with these dolls. You always do. So this is a collection that even if you're not into the late 40s, early 50s, that style of fashion, just the whole storyline, you still might want to pick up at least the outfits just to have that playability and that ability to mix and match into the rest of your collection. Again, I don't think you'll regret it. So for myself and for the lovely Delilah, who has stepped away from doing the rest of this review, I will see you guys next time when we go back to looking at Rement accessories. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.